Syria's civil war took another ominous turn when Russian warplanes strayed into Turkish airspace on Saturday. Russian jets began bombing Syria last week to prop up the Assad dictatorship, while the U.S. is targeting the terrorist army known as ISIS. Now, two of the world's largest air forces are fighting on different sides, and keeping them separated is the job of U.S. commanders in the Persian Gulf. David Martin has a rare look.
Scott, this is the nerve center for the air campaign against ISIS. And through this window is the operations floor where all the missions are being tracked, including the ones over Syria, where Russian aircraft are also operating. You can see it on the screen. The yellow aircraft are Russian, the green, American. U.S. pilots flying F-16s out of Turkey first picked up the Russian planes on radar. The Russians closed to within 20 miles, at which point the American pilots could visually identify them on their targeting cameras.
Combined Air and Space Operations Center.
Lieutenant General Charles Brown, commander of the air campaign, says the Russians have come even closer than that to his unmanned drones.
The closest has been, within a handful of miles into some of our remotely piloted aircraft, but for our manned aircraft, not the closer than about 20 miles is about the closest we've seen.
Brown says he intends to just work around the Russians. Could they just crowd you out of Syria?
No, I don't think so. We're up a lot more often than they are, and so when if we do have to move around for that safe separation, it's for a small period of time compared to the hours and hours that we're airborne over Iraq and Syria.
Despite the Russians, General Brown says he intends to increase strikes against ISIS sanctuaries in Syria. Many of those missions will be flown by the crews of these B-1 bombers, who now, Scott, must also avoid run-ins with the Russians.
David Martin reporting from Qatar. David, thanks.